Yo, welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. Listen, I want to go ahead and talk about what's happening in DC. Some strange things going on.
NDA this week has been good bipartisan cooperation and a string of
Are you good, Mitch?
Okay, Mitch. Anything else you want to say, or should we just go back to your office? Do you want to say anything else to the press? Let's go back to you.
Go ahead, John.
I'll take it back. Let's go back to you.
Go ahead, John.
Go ahead, Jim.
Could you address what happened here at the start of the press conference, and was it related to your injury from earlier this year where you suffered a concussion? Is that
I'm fine.
you're fine, you're fully able to
Yeah.
do your job?
So at the end there, we get the reporter talking about is what we just experienced. Is it related to what you went through in April? Back in April, he was at some hotel and he took a tumble and fell down and suffered from a concussion and a rib injury, right? And so very unfortunate. And so now here today he's freezing up. Mid sentence he's starting to slur and blur and slow down, and then he just stops and he's staring into the atmosphere, and then 5 seconds goes by and 10 and 15, 20 seconds goes by, and now everybody's starting to wonder, okay, something is really wrong with this man, right? And then his colleagues in the back, they come up, and the guy with the red tie, he's talking about did you want to say anything else to the press? Did you want to say anything else to the press? And I'm just kind of like, clearly this man needs to be on somebody's stretcher. Now, listen, first and foremost, I am glad that he was not escorted off in a stretcher. I'm glad he did not pass out, faint, or anything of the sort. But he told the reporter that he's fine. And personally, I just don't think he's really fine. I mean, he clearly needs to be examined. Not to mention the man is 81 years old, right? We have a lot of these older politicians who I feel like need psychiatric exams and physicals. You get what I'm saying? And not just the older ones, but the young ones and the middle-aged ones too. I feel like they all need to undergo some health tests if you're going to be serving this country to that capacity, because clearly there's a lot wrong with, a lot of folks. Him in particular, he's 81. We have folks like Joe Biden, he's 80. We have Nancy Pelosi, who is still in the House but stepped down from her leadership position. She is 83. Donald Trump is 77. In my district, we had reelected John Lewis every 2 years for the past, 2 decades or something like that. He died, I think he was 86 or something like that, right in the middle of his term. And he was reelected in 2020. And I think maybe a few months after he was reelected, I think he died of stage 4 cancer, right? So these politicians, they be, of particular ages and dealing with certain health complications in office. And it's kind of scary for me personally. And I advocate for not only examinations and mental examinations and physicals and stuff like that, not just for the older folks, but for everybody. But I also advocate for term limits. I don't think that you should be able to be reelected into office, Congress or the House or the Supreme Court over and over and over again. House and Senate in particular, I don't think that you should serve your 2 or 6 years and be able to be reelected until the day you take your last breath. I don't think that you should be confirmed for the Supreme Court and, stay there your entire life. That's scary to me. I just don't like that, right? And a lot of these folks, in Mitch McConnell's case, he's in a district where, like John Lewis was here. He's a legacy candidate. Everybody knows his name. He's been a leader of the Republican Party for years and years and years and years. And they see his name on the ballot. They don't care what he's done and what he's going to do and what his position is and whatever the case may be. They don't care if he's falling out and passing out and, may have all of these health complications. My district didn't care that John Lewis had cancer. They just see a legacy candidate that they view as beloved, and they just vote for him. That's how voters think. I don't know why they think that way. Now, when it comes to the president, that's when your health matters. I feel like the president, that's the position everybody looks at where it's like, oh, he's Sleepy Joe and you know, he's too old and he's too that. But when it comes to everyone below the president, like people in Congress, it's like your health, people don't really care. Like you could be on your last breath and these voters, they will vote you back into office. So yeah, again, I'm glad that he's seemingly fine. Okay, his words, but I don't think the man is really fine. I think he needs to be checked out. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about the situation. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to create a great day.